Hi, my name is Ellen Lee. I'm from Hong Kong. It is my honor to be part of this Artexpo event in Rome this time. And I'm happy this time I have brought 7 of my work here, and I'm happy to introduce briefly each of us. The first one, I name it as Audible Silence, is based on or inspired by one of my friend's photography. This is a waterfall taken in part of Japan. The main feature of this is about the running water, but at the same time the overall convey a feeling of zen and tranquility. And the second one is more about nature, and the idea is more focused on the close encounter of the deers. At the same time, this is a place in Japan where people can have a very close encounter with the deer animals. And so at the same time, it's a close encounter between the deers, and also it's a close encounter between the visitors and the deers themselves. And this painting, one of the important things is about the sunlight, which shines on the deer and also to the grass, which I like it very much. It's a very typical lotus in China or in Asian countries. I call it spotlight because basically it's a green painting, but the main character is the flower, the lotus flower itself, which stands out from the background. But at the same time, to reinterpret the setting, I use different texture of the oil painting to magnify the effect of the contrast. For example, the lighting on the top and also the darker area inside to give a more three-dimensional perspective. And next, this is a picture, a painting about the Blue Pond in Hokkaido, which is one of the magical scenic spots in Hokkaido in Japan. The main idea is to show the sky and the reflection, and the mixture of blue and green is the main idea of the painting. Some of the very fine, as you can see, is I actually did it with an oil painting knife to put it line by lines. But for the water and the sky, I used a thicker brush to create the texture and the brush stroke. So I hope people can recognize who this is. I did this when I watched the movie Danish Girl, and this is one of the scenes which I paused and screen cap this to be the topic of my painting. And this is the Oscar-winning actor Eddie Redmayne who played the Danish girl Lily. And I hope people can recognize him. Perhaps I would start with this one. This one is the scenic representation of Lake Moraine, which is in Northern America. And the idea of it is to illustrate the texture of the snow mountain with the different brushstroke and the thickness of the oil paint to emphasize the white snow, and also the use more oil to represent the translucency of the pond and the reflection of the trees and the mountain. This is also inspired by my friend's photography. She did a lot of scenic photography. And finally, last but not least, I named this picture as Ignorance, ? As you said, as you can see, chimpanzees sometimes used to be considered as a very cute animal. Some people even pet a chimpanzee in their home, but in fact, chimps are endangered animals, and people are ignorant about it, and just as ignorant as the face you can see on this main character. And I try to make a background of more surreal, using a jungle with greens and brown, and to give more positive nature about the situation. But at the same time, this is quite an ignorant issue among the human beings, which people need to be pay more attention to the endangered animals issue. So here are all of my work, and I hope you enjoy each of them. Thank you.